Welcome to MBA Mental Boost. This is your coach, Dr Rosie, and today we're talking about pressure. Now, before I recorded this episode, I had to literally go back through and just make sure I hadn't already made an episode on this. And I'm really surprised we're, 41, 42 episodes in, and I haven't spoken about pressure yet because this is such a key area and it really comes down to your mindset. So I like to think of, we can use pressure as something that's destructive, that gets in our way, that's going to hinder our best performance, or we can use it as fuel to fire that high performance within us and step into the best version of ourselves. I love it from a mindset perspective because pressure really comes down to the perception. Pressure in itself isn't a bad thing, but the perception that we have with it, the hold that we let it have over us, that's what will make or break our performance. So I want you to go away from this episode remembering that you get to be in control of your perception of the feelings that you're experiencing. So that pressure that's building up, you get to decide whether that's going to be that destructive force that gets in your way or if it's going to be fuel. So I put out a post earlier today that was about pressure creates diamonds. And I really like to hold on to that. We need that pressure, but we're going to use it to our advantage. We're going to use it as that companion for high performance. So here's some ways that you can, I'm just going to say it, it's really cheesy, but the ways that you can party with pressure. I want you to get down and dirty, get comfortable with pressure, really use it as that support, as that friend, as that ally. So noticing that pressure is that fire within, like I said, that changes that perception. When we see it as fire, we see it as that fuel. We're feeling it because we're passionate, because we care. To be honest, if we didn't feel it, it's probably time that you evaluate, is this for me? Do I have that fire? Do I have that burning passion still within me? So remembering that feeling pressure is a good thing. It's that reminder that you still got that fire. Next, you can think about breathing through it. You feel the pressure, you notice the thought that's maybe coming up, and you take a moment. You breathe through it. Maybe just take one deep breath. This could be in a game situation. You're feeling that pressure. It's suddenly intensifying. It's like, okay, hang on a minute. I get to control this. So I'm going to take that deep breath and I'm going to bring my attention back to the here and now, playing present. Don't fight that pressure. Dance with it. Take that feeling that you've got and work with it. It's not about eliminating pressure. Remembering pressure isn't a bad thing, but it's about transforming it into something that's powerful, that's going to support you. So I want you to tango with it. I want you to get comfortable with that pressure. Then I want you to focus on the process. I'm always saying process over outcome. If we can focus on step by step, play by play, focusing on that process, we release the pressure of the outcome because we can't control that outcome. We remind ourselves that what we can control is what we do in the here and now. You can control your thoughts. Your thoughts are going to control your feelings, and your feelings are going to impact your actions. So keep remembering that. Thoughts impact feelings, impact actions. And that takes you into that process mindset, which means that you play present. You release that negative association with pressure and you use it as that anchor to remember to be where your feet are, coming back to that present moment. Cultivating that champion's mindset, going back to having a growth mindset, seeing setbacks or challenges or obstacles on the court as opportunities for growth, as opportunities for learning. That's going to use that feeling of pressure you're going to use it as momentum to propel you forward. Then I want you to look at rituals that you have around releasing. It might be literally saying release to yourself. It might be, like I was saying, taking some deep breaths. It might be something that you say to yourself that just helps you to connect mind and body, brings your attention back, and helps you to stay focused. So they're just some ideas around how you can shift your perception on pressure and use it as this powerful force that's going to propel you forward rather than a destructive force that's going to make you get into that kind of fight, flight or freeze state, which obviously we want to avoid at all costs on the court. If you want to know any more about this, if you're inspired by this topic, drop me a DM. I absolutely love having these conversations, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of NBA Mental Boost, the secret weapon to supercharging your performance on the court. If you found today's episode useful, don't forget to subscribe and share. You can connect with me over on any social platform. You can find me at Dr Rosie Mead. Until next time, go out there and dominate using the power of your mind. This is Dr Rosie, signing off.